Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Ready, we are starting out today with a bang. Look at all this TNT. We are ready. Checking out underwater here, you can see all the work I've been going through. Yeah, I did a lot of this off camera, and I know we started last episode on it, and yeah, we're on cycle 25, day 15. I don't know what day we left off on, but yeah, that's all we've been pretty much doing is laying TNT and kind of buttoning up some things here and there on the colony, and yeah, just making sure everything's going smoothly. But you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time we start. First, I want to take a look at the water level. We are about there on the pump. The first knuckle, I guess. Let's see how low this is going to drop the water. Actually, now is probably not a good time to do it since we are in a bad tide. Huh. You know what? Let me wait a few days until this bad tide kind of clears out, because I don't want to get rid of all my water and not have a way to get any water at all. Okay, this has been a very long bad tide. We're just about out of... Actually, we are out of water. These guys can no longer reach their water supply. Neither can they, and, ooh, you guys just sucked up the last bit of water over there. Okay, not good. Well, since they're not able to suck up any more water, I figured it's time to go ahead and detonate. So, let's get started. Start out with a little one here. Hopefully I planned all this out right, and we get everything to a roughly uniform depth. Oh, I missed one. Other than that, that is a deep crater. Oh man, that's looking super good. Oh, missed another one. Yeah, I can't believe I missed that one little spot. Okay, I'll have to... Let's see, can I get something on there? It's only one. There we go. Okay. I didn't take it all the way down to there because, I mean, why not? That would have taken a whole nother layer of TNT anyway, and I don't feel like doing that. Okay, I think we got everything. It's all looking good. Oh, I forgot I got a few more pieces up here. Might as well. So for these, I'm just kind of widening up the channels and trying to make them a little deeper so they hold water longer for the crops and stuff. So, you know, that's the main reason for doing these. Okay, looking very, very clean now. Okay, now we just need to get this thing filled. Both with water and buildings. Okay, bad tide should be ending any second here. Water should start flowing in, and we should start filling this up. So, now, what I want to do is start planning out the city that's going in the center of this thing. So, I'm thinking right about here is the center. So I'm going to do a little planning and start getting some buildings put in here. Oh, by the way, that's how much the water level dropped down. 2 tiles. Okay, I'm going to get to building. Alright, I think I got a basic layout set up. Check that out. I think it looks alright. I've got it kind of centrally around like this here. We're probably going to put the monument right in the middle just because it does a massive area of effect. So that'll cover the entire city. But yeah, I kind of got it on a plateau above everything else. So yeah, I think that's going to look good. While we're building this, I also came into a problem, and that's that our wet season wasn't very long at all. It was only a few days, so this lake did not fill up at all. So I had to quickly jump in here and try to get these pumps set up. And I was like, oh wait, there's a bigger pump that I could get a hold of. And I managed to get these big, large water pumps. So they actually extend down 4. They come with 3 people. And yeah, they pump a lot faster than the small pumps. However, they did require me to get some of the treated planks. So we got some of those going as well. Yeah, production of that's going fine. Those require the pine resin too. So we've been collecting a little bit of pine resin for a while now. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be the permanent location for our pine resin shop. But anyway, yeah, that looks pretty good. So hopefully I can keep our beavers alive and not, suffering. I should probably turn this pump off. I'll have to turn off some of the smaller pumps. I think I still need a few more of those large water pumps because it's still not enough water. And if we keep getting our wet season shorter and shorter, we're going to be in big trouble because we really need to fill up this lake. Yeah, if we don't fill up this lake, then yeah, we're never going to have enough water. So I've also been working on a bit of a backup plan here. So coming over here, we've been doing some building up this wall. Got another dam set up. I'm going to turn this eventually into a water storage area, and I'd like to also turn this section over here into a gigantic water storage area, so as well as this crater too. Yeah, so I would like to make like 3 craters completely full of water. So I started work. I had to make like this scaffolding here so I can drop some TNT down. So I've been doing a little work. I need to drain out all the bad water from this area so that way I could get down there and put one of those caps on it. So I can put these bad water rigs on it, and that should stop any of the bad water from coming out, like the dome right here. So that's the plan, but yeah, I don't want to send my beavers underwater and get infected. So let's see. Hoping this channel is going to work. I know this is a very TNT heavy episode. Okay, let's see if that'll drain some out. How fast it goes. Okay, while that drains out, I'm going to check over here. So over here, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I know if water flows off the map, it'll disappear. But at what point can I send it off the map? Can I stack this up, like make a dam right in front of the source and fill this up with water, or will it spill out behind this right here? That's what I don't know. So we're going to play around with that and see what happens. Hopefully we could start building this dam and I could see where this water goes, because this is our only other spring on this map. So if the water source way up there isn't enough, then I've got to tap into this and somehow get this one to work. So that's the plan. I think I'll start working on this actually pretty quick because I need to know that answer. Okay, whatever that tells me, I'll be able to decide whether or not I need to start building some dams around here. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh man, these wet seasons are way too short. I'm never going to get this lake filled. We're already at the end of it. I think we had like 5 days of wet season. That's about it. So, shoot. Okay, yeah, all the more reason why we need to work over here. So this dam is just taking a very long time to get built. So what I've learned to get resources where you need it to go, I mean, the builders, they shouldn't be hauling their material from super far away. So what I have learned is to build like these little stations. So I've got a bunch of logs set up here, and I've got this storage container set for obtain. So hopefully the builders don't have to walk. See, like that guy, he just walked back, grabbed it, and then he's off. So try to build like these little stations every once in a while. See, I got some dynamite in there as well. See, I did the same thing over here when we were trying to blow up the hole, because anytime they had to place the TNT, they had to walk from here all the way up to here, grab the TNT, walk all the way down. Then they had to come all the way up here for the chemical and then walk all the way down. You know, it's a long way. So I had this right here, and they were able to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and get it done super quick. I didn't learn that until halfway done with all this stuff here, but yeah, you can see I got another station right there. And then I've got another building station right there. Yeah. That's the best way to do it that I found. So, yeah, I say just give this a little more time to get done. Oh, we got 18 days of drought. That sucks. But, ooh, look at this. This is clean water now, so that's pretty cool. Probably gonna get a bad tide next. You know, if I am desperate, I could probably stick one of these large water pumps into this and still suck up clean water. It's a lot slower, but it'll work. This pump's not even going. Look how much water we've got. Oh. Forgot to turn you guys off. I want to save as much water in our little storage areas for crops. There we go. That should kick you on. Why aren't you kicking on? Put you on high priority. Yeah, you never want to run out of water. You run out of water, you die. So it's important to keep your beavers wet. Speaking of which, I forgot that we also got a shower. So these guys, they like to keep their fur wet. So I built a couple little showers here, and they've been using it. So our well-being's actually got up to, oh, it's 10. I thought it was like a 14 before. Ooh, bee stings. That's not good. Injuries, yeah. I know with all the construction we've been doing, a lot of beavers have been getting injured, so I've just got a ton of medical beds, like, everywhere. I think it has something to do with the TNT or the factories or something, but they get injured quite a bit. Oh, would you look at that? They're already starting to build. Okay. Very good. Yeah, and I did some building here, so I'll be moving the housing area to this little section here. So basically part of it's going to be submerged, the bottom part's going to be submerged underwater, and then the top where the door is will be above water. So this platform's above water and this platform's below water. Well, below water if we get this lake full. And with these houses, you can actually do that. See how the doorway is up top? Maybe this one would be better to look at. Yeah, see the doorway's up top, but you can still submerge the bottom part, so it just kind of saves a little bit of room that way. So yeah, I like doing it that way, but we'll probably end up doing that with a bunch of houses. So I'm going with the triple lodge. We'll put those there just like that. I need to save some room for the rooftop terraces as well. Oh, also rooftop terraces don't necessarily have to be on a rooftop. They can be on like a scaffolding as well. So I could probably put those elsewhere. I don't know. Still trying to plan it out. But I think what I want to do is kind of like do like a living section here. Maybe a luxury section here. Probably like a heavy factory section on this side. And then probably a lot of farming, refinery over here. Most of the farming will have to be done on land, but, you know, I could do some refinery stuff here. I'll probably keep the lumber up there, but I also want to put some lumber over here. Just because all this will be wet, and hills don't make for good farming. So if I could put lumber up here, that would be great. So just kind of planning out the city's a little tough, but, you know, it's coming along. Oh boy, is the framework coming along. Oh man, look at all this. We have been doing a little more building. You can see the buildings. I've kind of mapped out the industrial area a little bit. I've got some of the food section mapped out a little bit as well. And yeah, it's starting to come along. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Now, in case you haven't noticed, this lake, it's dry. No more water, and up here as well there's no more water. We are towards the end of a 30-day drought. I think it was about 30 days, but yeah, everything dried up. So we definitely need to get more water here, and I've been working hard at that. So pretty much all the water from this thing is going straight into here. That's yeah, that's a given. But we still have this spring over here. So I've been doing a little testing and found out that this in fact works. These 4 little blocks here, I didn't have them there before, and water was, I tested out with bad water and it was spilling out through this section right here. So I put those 4 blocks and now it actually flows over the floodgates. So that works. That's perfect. So I guess it doesn't matter how high you go, as long as it's above the source, you can push it up against the wall and it doesn't flow out. As you can see here, it's still there. So that's proof of concept. That means essentially we can build kind of a dam going vertical right here and here. And yeah, no water will flood backwards. So when we do have a bad tide over here, the bad tide will actually flow out these sluices, and then it'll just kind of collect right here, and then it'll immediately go off the map because all of this, it's available for it to fall off. Same thing over here. A little bit of water comes, a bad tide comes through here, and then it just immediately falls off the map. So that is super nice. And then all we've got is the good water coming into here. It's starting to get a little dark, so that's nice. I built up a dam over here. Just want to start collecting as much as I can. And then we unlocked a new item over here. So this is the bad water dome. And this thing kind of like screws down, and you can actually open it up, see, and expose the bad water source or whatever, and then put it down if you want. So I've got it closed, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna flood this entire area with good water, good clean water. So I want this crater full of water, and I want this crater full of water. So eventually we'll have it start spilling over into here, but we've got probably several cycles until we actually fill this stupid thing up and this thing. Let alone this one over here. That's a story for another day. But you can see I'm working on a dam over here just to help lock it in. And I'll probably turn this into the what do you call it? The smaller dams. Oh, I guess it's just called a dam. So, oh, levees. Okay, I get levees and dams mixed up. That's a levee, and then I'm going to turn it into a dam. And then over here, I've got the floodgates, just in case we want to start sending water this way. We could do that eventually. Okay, looking good so far. So I want to destroy some of this mountain here because I need land to put some of the big storage containers. That's going to be the underground piles. So they can't be put on scaffolding or anything like that. They have to be put on the dirt. So I want to save this area right here for a bunch of those. But other than that, I do have a lot of storage in here. It doesn't look like it because I built everything up on 2 layers. So you can see the bottom layer is right here. This is where basically water level will come up to this walkway. And you can see I built storages. It's really hard to see, but yeah, there's a medium warehouse right there. And then I've got the production building sitting right on top. Actually, if we take the layers down, we should be able to see it a little better. There we go. All of that storage underneath. All of that as well. And then the only unfortunate thing is the big storage, the large piles or whatever. Those have to kind of be either built on top of this storage or on ground level, and you can't put anything above those. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I still have a ton more building to do in here. I've still got to finish up the cooking area, the food production area, and I'll probably end up doubling up the housing area as well. And I still have the recreational area too. So yeah, there's still lots to do. Oh, and power. Power is another tricky thing for this area. If we go up one here, you can see that I've kind of added power connectors. So there's a power connector bridging those two together. You can see I did it over here as well to bridge those two together. And then over here to bridge those two together. Yeah, all these will be shared power, obviously. But, ooh, how did I get power to these? Oh, right here. See, it has an L shape right there. And then this whole thing also needs power, so that was kind of tricky, but I realized I can run power underneath. So as you can see, oh, I didn't finish it off. You know what, let's finish it off together. I'm gonna go ahead and reset that. So this whole island right here is not getting power from anything. So, oh yeah, it connects right here. You can see I built that. Yeah, I have my road. Connects to this. So this whole island right here is not getting power from anywhere. So I've got this little power connector right there. With the new power system, you can actually go vertically. So it's pretty cool. Unlock you. So I'll go vertical 1. I will go horizontal there. And then I'll have to go horizontal again, but I need a piece of scaffolding. Right about there. And then I can put you there. Okay. Now how does this thing get power? So if we drop down a few layers, several hundred, there we go. You can see I'm running power inside the scaffolding underneath. So it's going this way, it's coming this way. Oh, forget that one. That one's kind of useless. It's going all the way over here, and then it's connecting to two places. So this one's going to connect up to this one. And oh no, that was useful. That was useful. Okay, no, I forgot that that's not obsolete anymore. So yeah, that one's connecting to that island right here, and then this one is connecting to this island. And then you can see I have a power shaft right here, which I'm eventually going to send out this way and connect up to these windmills. And I'll probably end up adding like a butt ton of windmills up here, like a ridiculous amount. So that's all working good. And then I can also connect up, you can see I'm starting to do some scaffolding here. I'm going to connect up some more gravity batteries. So with the gravity batteries, the higher you lift them, the higher the capacity that they have. So I'm going to try to lift these actually pretty high. And then I'm also going to TNT the ground underneath it to, you know, extend the ground down. So that way they should have a pretty good capacity. So that plus with a bunch of windmills, we should be pretty well set with power. So yeah, that's a lot to do. So I've been working pretty hard off camera and you know, just trying to do the boring stuff so you don't have to sit through it all. But okay, we've got the wet season again. Let's let that water flow in. There's been more than one occasion that I forgot to drop the height down on this thing and ended up sending a bunch of water out through the side, and that's not ideal. So I'm probably just going to finish off this wall, because I get zero bad water coming in here. So if I can finish off this wall, then I can just delete this section here and then turn this into a little mini reservoir. So, oh yeah, let's check way over here, see how this is coming along. Yeah, you can see it's all flowing up. Nothing spilling out right here, and then it's all coming down here. So that is working super well. And then this should start filling up too. So good. Yeah, everything is coming along. I'm getting nervous with the water situation. Holy cow, we had over 5,000 water. And look, we used half of it in like 5 days. So now we know how much water we actually use. These pumps end up sucking up this whole lake pretty fast. So yeah, I need more water, more reservoirs. I gotta save it all. So okay. Alright then, I'm going to do some more building and we'll check back in a little bit. Got a little more progress for you guys. Take a look. We got some buildings put in. Lots of storage coming in. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I figured out why it took... Oh, jeez. I did not even realize that we built all those houses just now. I need to be deleting houses as we're building houses, or else we are going to get, like, flooded with new babies and probably not be able to survive. So it says we have 56 open beds. Let me take care of that really quick. Let's probably unpause. Yeah, we're gonna slowly start moving everyone over there to the island, the floating city. 26 open beds. Okay, why not? Probably delete one more. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is getting built, and I figured out why they weren't building, like, the center. They were building all the outside scaffolding where the walkways are, but they weren't building in the middle. And that was because I didn't have a way for them to do it. So I built a bunch of roads underwater and gave them some pathways to get under there. Then they were able to get, like, these middle sections. So, yeah, it's coming along. Oh, and also they're starting to build right here, too. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. So while that's been working, oh yeah, by the way, look how full we got. We got pretty full. Take a look at this meter. Depth, 2.3. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Seems like whenever we have a wet season, I always forget to open this floodgate and then I start losing it. So luckily I remembered this time and we collected quite a bit of water. Checking out this crater over here. Look at that. Look how black it is. That is super deep. This is getting up there. We've got a 24-day drought, so I might lose a couple tiles of this stuff here, but we are pretty close to spilling over. Once we spill over, I've got this closed up, and I've got this open. So my goal is to get this area completely full, and once we get it completely full, you know, we got an emergency spillway right here to send it out, but, you know, once it starts spilling over there, that means I need to, you know, close this up a little bit and collect it in here. Oh, I forgot about this dam. I'm gonna have to get this dam done soon. There we go. Come on, get those levees done. But yeah, and then once we're done with that, then we can start working on this reservoir. Lots of water reservoirs going on. Our wood supply has absolutely tanked, so I've been working on our new tree area up here. I kind of detonated this whole area, bringing it down. See how this area is super dry? I gotta bring it down. There we go. Now it's irrigated. So we gotta do things like that just to make sure that everything gets water. I've been detonating like these little trenches right here, so that way we can get water over there. Oh, forgot to add that. Same thing up here. I kind of detonated a little zigzag trench just to send water back there so we can irrigate the land up here. So, yeah, got to get a little smart with it. I was thinking about doing crops or trees up here, but the problem is whenever we get a bad tide, it infects the ground. I know there's a way to stop it with this thing, or no. This thing, contamination barrier. Stop soil contamination from spreading beneath it. That's interesting. Let's see, what does it look like? Oh, it's a flat piece. Interesting. I would have to kind of make like a barrier for that to work. Oh, it's not that expensive either. I mean, the metal's a little expensive, but huh. Okay, that might be worth a shot. I might be able to put some of this in here just to kind of barrier this up from the bad water, and we might be able to grow some trees. Probably more over here, but I need to detonate these tall areas. Another thing we've been working on is up here. We've got the mine going, and yeah, this thing has a pretty expensive recipe. Gears and treated planks for 2 iron, or 2 scrap metal. I'm not sure if that's necessarily worth it. That's kind of I don't know, gears and treated planks. I don't know. I really don't know if that's worth it or not, but we are kind of running out of metal anyway, so that might be our only option. I've got a couple of these guys built. Of course, we got no people working there, but yeah, we could start taking the metal out of here. But yeah, the city is starting to form, the floating city, and I'm real happy with the progress so far. But anyway, I think that's just about going to do it for me today. Done a lot of work. I've just been sitting here building and building and building and waiting and building some more. So, yeah, it's been a while. But anyway, if you guys are enjoying this series so far, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.